Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Lakers need a solid three-point shooter and could invest in a high-level veteran. Duncan Robinson is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA, averaging 41.6% from the field in his career. He is a solid defender and can play multiple roles on the court, making him an important player for the Lakers. Trade suggestion: trade with Miami Heat brings Duncan Robinson to the Lakers. The Lakers need to improve their perimeter shooting. With this in mind, we explore a trade idea with the Miami Heat to help the Lakers land a bona fide three-point shooting threat. The Los Angeles Lakers are in the process of making major roster changes heading into the offseason. After a disappointing end to their postseason campaign, the Purple and Gold learned that some things needed to change if their core of LeBron James and Luka Doncic were to stand a chance in a highly competitive Western Conference. To facilitate this, the Lakers' agenda of making roster upgrades has seen a variety of different player profiles presented. While the most pressing concern is in the frontcourt rotation, to fulfill their dire need for a big man, the organization has also indicated their demand for more players on the wing. While the implications have been for a wing defender, the Lakers could also potentially be looking to improve upon their perimeter shooting this offseason. For the 2024-25 season, the Lakers shot 36.6% from beyond the three-point line. In comparison with the rest of the league, they ranked 14th in the league, not a positive sign for a team with title aspirations. Although the team features some reliable perimeter shooters in Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Dorian Finney-Smith, and even rookie Dalton Knecht, it is evident that the output has not been satisfactory. In light of this, the Lakers could effectively make a move to acquire a key three-point threat to bolster their perimeter presence. While the profile of such a player is becoming increasingly common across the league, the Lakers could set their sights on Miami Heat sharpshooter Duncan Robinson as a target. Let's take a look at a potential trade idea that could help the team land the veteran shooter. Los Angeles Lakers receive Duncan Robinson. Miami Heat receive Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, 2025 number 55 overall pick. The Lakers add a legitimate sharpshooter. The potential acquisition of Duncan Robinson could be wildly beneficial for the Los Angeles Lakers. Considering that the team is going to be structured around Luka Doncic, the team's star for the future, surrounding the guard with a solid perimeter presence might be ideal. Doncic's ability to create out of the pick and roll and on the open floor has always been supported by players who move well without the ball. Robinson is the prototypical catch-and-shoot type of player, constantly relocating to find the best look. The 31-year-old played in 74 games for the Heat in the 2024-25 season. In the regular season, he recorded an average of 11.0 points, 2.3 rebounds, and 2.4 assists per game while shooting 39.3% from beyond the arc. These numbers are ideal for someone who will be stepping in off the bench as the sixth or seventh man. Robinson only averaged 24.1 minutes per game, so he could be more productive if given more playing time. At 6 feet 7 inches, Robinson also gives the team some length out on the wings. While he isn't necessarily a solid on-ball defender, he has shown sparks of being a reliable defender in the context of a team's defensive strategy. This trade also benefits the Lakers as they will be able to clear a lot of roster space in the process of acquiring the Heat forward. This will be necessary in facilitating their efforts to make a move for a big man using the MLE exception. ESPN's Shams Charania weighs in on LeBron James's future with Lakers. James's future in the NBA is up in the air at least for the next month. There's a big question mark surrounding LeBron James and his future in the NBA for the 2025-26 season and beyond. James will be entering his 23rd year in the league next season, if he chooses not to retire. It's seemingly likely that James will still play, but the question then shifts to what team will he compete for. He has to decide before June 29 if he wants to opt into his player option with the Los Angeles Lakers. NBA insider Shams Charania thinks James will be opting in to return to the Lakers for at least one more year. This gives James some flexibility when looking ahead to his future in the league. "I'm told he's likely to opt in," Charania said on the Pat McAfee show. "He's got a player option about $54 million. He's got a massive player option, that's the plan. There's going to be some hard conversations that are going to happen between him, the Lakers, seeing what this team looks like because listen, LeBron James, whether he plays one more season or a few more seasons, he wants to be in a competitive environment. If James opts in, then he will be able to either sign a bigger extension with the Lakers or decide to make the 2025-26 season his final year with the Lakers or in the NBA in general. He is not expected to take a pay cut if he opts into his player option. Like Charania mentioned, there's some roster moves that James will likely want the Lakers to focus on in order for him to be interested in staying, starting with the team landing a solid center after they lost Anthony Davis in February. James does have a month to still ponder on his options, but it wouldn't be very surprising if he chooses to pick up his player option with the Lakers to have at least one more dance with them. Hawks aren't blinking as Lakers circle Onyeka Okongwu. One team badly needs a center. The other team has one. Onyeka Okongwu enjoyed the best season of his NBA career in 2024-25. The 24-year-old center posted career-best numbers in scoring, 13.4 points per game, rebounding, 8.9 per game, assists, 2.3 per game, and steals, 0.9 per game, while playing more than 2,000 minutes for the Atlanta Hawks. In fact, those numbers actually understate Okongwu's impact, as he announced his presence with authority after taking over the starting job mid-season. The former lottery pick averaged 15.0 points and 10.1 rebounds per game in 40 outings after taking the job, and Okongwu posted a blistering 65% true shooting mark in those contests. While those numbers speak for themselves, it was also a meaningful leap for Okongwu to establish himself as a full-fledged core piece for the Hawks, particularly when accounting for a very modest contract, for years, $62 million, in the current NBA salary cap landscape. With that as the backdrop, ESPN's Dave McMenamin made a podcast appearance on Straight Fire with Jason McIntyre, and an interesting rumbling emerged with regard to the Hawks, hat tip Lakers Nation. In that discussion, McMenamin noted the Lakers made a call to the Hawks around the trade deadline about Okongwu, and that produced the typical internet reaction, including the usual Photoshop work of Okongwu suddenly wearing form blue and gold. However, the reality is that this doesn't even really rise to the level of a rumor. Of course the Lakers would want Okongwu. The Lakers are famously void of current talent at the center position. Los Angeles sent Anthony Davis to Dallas in the Luka Doncic trade, and, while the Lakers had a move set up to replace Davis with Charlotte's Mark Williams, that trade was rescinded after the trade deadline. That left the Lakers playing small for the remainder of the season, and it is an open secret that Los Angeles will be searching far and wide for a starting caliber center this summer. Okongwu certainly would fit that bill, and his combination of youth, contract, and ties to the area, Okongwu played with LaMelo and Lonzo Ball at Chino Hills, would make Lakers fans salivate. Still, the Hawks are under no requirement to even consider sending their starting center to Los Angeles, even before taking the trade logistics into account. How would this even work? The Lakers do have several mid-sized salaries that could at least satisfy the trade matching requirements. Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, and Rui Hachimura all make between $11 and $18.3 million for the 2025-26 season, and that list could expand to include Dorian Finney-Smith if he exercises a $15.4 million player option. With that said, Vanderbilt, Vincent, and Kleber are all on less than desirable contracts, and, while Hachimura could have appeal, the Lakers undoubtedly want to hold on to him if possible. The same could be said for Finney-Smith, who provides crucial 3 and D play for Los Angeles. Could the Lakers make a credible offer with one of those matching salary pieces and a bunch of other fodder, including picks and Dalton Connect? Maybe, but it doesn't seem likely. Simply put, the Hawks would need to have a clear plan to replace Okongwu with another starting-level center. Atlanta is clearly aiming to win games in 2025-26, and, even if a deal could be found, that obstacle persists. There is the more nuclear option of Los Angeles potentially considering a trade involving Austin Reeves this summer. However, Reese would probably only move for a bigger name than Okongwu, and, even if the Hawks could nab him, he isn't exactly the best fit with Trae Young. Needless to say, a more critical look at these two teams as trade partners for Okongwu leaves one lacking for excitement. In the end, it makes sense that the Lakers would covet Okongwu as a two-way center under team control for multiple seasons, but it is hard to see how a deal with Los Angeles would make the Hawks better. Lakers take notable step to help Luka Doncic. The Los Angeles Lakers appear to be keeping a watchful eye on Luka Doncic during his first offseason with the team. That will involve keeping tabs on him during Eurobasket 2025 as well. Matej Erjavec, president of the Slovenian Basketball Federation, said in a recent interview that the Lakers plan to send a coach to Eurobasket with Doncic. That is part of the agreement with the Lakers to allow Doncic to participate in the tournament. Within 2 minutes in a meeting with Rob Pelinka, he stressed, "Well, you will get Luka and one coach, and that's it." And with that, we were done, Erjavec said, via Eurohoops.net. There was no debate at all. 04. The two sides have yet to decide which coach will accompany Doncic and the Slovenian team. The Dallas Mavericks had previously had a similar agreement, and Mavericks assistant Sean Sweeney accompanied Doncic on international duty in the past. It may not be the primary reason for the move, but the Lakers will presumably want to keep one eye on Doncic's fitness. The early returns on that front appear to be very promising, especially after the Lakers seemingly made that a point of emphasis heading into the offseason. There are some other reasons to believe Doncic is on track to be healthier next season. That would be great news for the Lakers if it is the case,